welcome. I'm 01. Thank you for joining me on my stream tonight. I hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you'll find something interesting and worth sharing and worth, improving upon. And helping me improve this stream and become a better streamer. Make better content for you and me. Tonight, we are playing Place for the Unwilling. It's playing on Stadia, or I'm playing on Stadia. Excuse me. And thank you, by the way, Hoss, for following. I welcome you as a new follower, so thank you very much. Hopefully we'll have a good time with this game. I know pretty much nothing about it other than what the store blurb says about it, which is basically this town is doomed. It has 21 days left of existence, and we are there for everything. So I don't know anything beyond that. I have no idea if this is going to be any fun or not, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and it's going to be an adventure. So let's go ahead and get started. Switch on over. And if things seem a little bit odd for me tonight, if I move my head in an odd way, it's because I got a microphone arm and I'm not used to having it. You can't see it, but it's right here. So it's technically within the shot of the camera, but it's not actually visible thanks to a little bit of magic. Let's say, new game. Interesting. Name will be Zed, just because. Interesting. The game will save only at the beginning of each new day. I'm not brave enough to do the whole beginning of each new day, so. You'll leave the game in doing so. Oh. Alright. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
My dear friend, I know you won't believe it after so many years. But I have no alternative. I can only trust you. You'll come to this city. I know you will. You never failed me. And I know you won't fail me now. My dear friend, you will come to this city. And you will understand why I did it. All I own is now yours. My business, my reputation, my contact. I only ask you for one thing. For you to look after my people. For you to take care of my mother. But be careful. Be careful. Isn't what it says. It hides secrets. Terrible secrets. Terrible secrets. My time is running out. I know you won't understand why I did it, but believe me, it was my only way out. It was my only way out.
My little friend, my dear friend. It was the only way out. Henry says, huh? Hello? Huh? Are you? But no. Are you there? No. You want to know who's asking you. You want to know where you are. You say nothing. Who are you? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It's Henry Allen, your good friend Henry. We played War of the Oranges together. Do you remember? It made Aunt Berta so mad. How simple everything was back then. How simple. You're impatient and ask him to get to the point. You let him go on without interrupting. Okay. You still know how to listen. Good. Listening could save your life. Your life and Juliet's. My dear friend, we're dreaming. Have you gotten any questions? You say we're friends, but I don't remember a thing. What kind of friends? When? How? What kind of friend? What kind? Soulmate. We were inseparable as kids. We were like siblings. Siblings in orphanhood. Aunt Berta looked after both of us. Because of our strange abilities, we were the brightest ones in the orphanage. Do you remember the Orange War? I do. I do. I remember. Have you got any questions? You say we're dreaming. How is it possible for you to be in my dream? No, it's not unusual to dream with other people. It's all a question of which step on the staircase you find yourself on. If you go way down, everyone is there. Here's just me and you. Out of harm's way. For now. Out of harm's way. But the city is hungry. The city can smell us. The city is looking for us. You have to stay alert. You have to dream with caution. You have to find the silver key. The silver key. The white ship. Love. So many doors. Which one will you open? Have you got any questions? To be frank, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'd like to find out. I called you because of the city. The wretched city. It's eating up my Juliet. My beloved Juliet. It will devour us all. I wrote you a letter and asked you to take on my assignment, my social position, my business. You accepted. You left it all behind. I can't get a handle on this mess. Tell me more! More? I guess I can remember it. It hurts, you know. Every time I remember, it makes my tongue turn blue. I hear the horrible crunching of my vertebrae. My legs thrash. Then I go still. Still. I killed myself just after I wrote the letter. I killed myself for Juliet. For the city. I can't save her. Can you? That is my hope. Forgive me for asking such an intimate question, but Why exactly did you kill yourself? You really want to know? I can't tell you. You have to find the clue. 7 clues. 3 clues. 1. Then we'll discuss it. Have you got any questions? I want to wake up now. That's enough. I want to wake up. Okay, let's wake up. But first, will you listen to just one more piece of advice? Sure. Of course. You can never have too much advice. Remember the shadows. Fear. But make use of them, too. The shadows. Those strangers you pass by on every street, on every square. Those blurry, indifferent faces, which you forget even when they're right in front of you. The shadows are key. The key. The city. The first city. They are enemies or allies. Remember those who aren't shadows, too. The familiar faces. Friend or enemy. They are the key to the city. The second city. The hidden city. The hidden city. What are you talking about? Shh. Now's not the time for questions. Listen and try not to forget. Prosper. Only someone influential will be able to discover your secrets. Being important to the city is the only way she'll see you. It's time to wake up. Remember the shadows. Remember the faces. Now wake up. In short, I'm screwed because I'm terrible at faces. Excuse me. Monday, day 1. Map, fast travel. Examine the city. Inventory. Check items, documents, goods you've collected. Journal. Track your progress, clues, personal links. Interact. Use, inspect, or talk with people with nearby items and people. Alrighty. Advice. I know 5 shops in the city, and only traders like me can buy wholesale. They have all the same products available, though prices will vary. I can buy up to 10 shipments every day. These will be sent to my warehouse. I must buy cheap and sell high. I can always ignore business and spend my time elsewhere. I should walk around and get to know people, know the surroundings of my house. Perhaps it would be wise to avoid crossing the bridge until I have fully explored this part of the city. Buying the newspaper every day is important to stay up with what's going on. I need to find the kiosk. Establishing a friendly relationship with the owner wouldn't hurt either. Once I've bought a newspaper, I should look for a shop called Le Lumiere, or something close to that. It'd be to meet the local retailers and start building my connections. I think it's on Longinos Street. Alrighty, that's good to know. As soon as I look at the bed, I feel inevitably tired. It's still a little bit too early to hit the sack. I feel like 6 p.m. would be an acceptable time to call it a day. Meanwhile, there's plenty of things I should be doing. Like what? Beautiful old lamp. A cherry. didn't mean to look at that. I meant to look at this. The dresser has a multitude of compartments of every kind of item. For every kind of item. But the majority of them are empty. I packed light. A good friend of mine used to tell me, home is where you hang your coat and your fears. Every day I put my diary in this drawer. Its pages are running out at an alarming rate. The flowers were here before I arrived, but I've left them. I don't have anything better to replace them with. The inscription reads, Joseph Mallard William Turner, and a title that I can hardly understand. I wonder if he has some kind of local painter. An old family portrait. The oil paint have yellowed over time and poor conservation. It would be very rude to interrupt their daily routine just because I pay them doesn't make me their master. Who are they? I hope the movers haven't misplaced anything. But we packed light. Most of my clothes are inside these packages. Speaking of which, inventory, documents, warehouse. My notebook's empty because I haven't bought anything yet. I have 300 coins in my wallet. Documents. Henry's will. Activate the reading interface, close the interface. Alright. Hereby, I, Henry Allen Mason, of sound mind, pass down the following goods to the indicated beneficiaries, who will have full powers to manage, sell, or use their inheritance. To Z, supplier license with all the suitable expenses and benefits associated to the exercise of the given duty. 3 warehouses to store the necessary goods that will be used when working as a supplier. The ownership of a bank account whose only beneficiary is Z. The ownership of a bank account dedicated to maintaining the Allen Manor. Management of this account will also be shared with the other 2 beneficiaries of the present will. My progenitor, Dana Allen, and my future widow, Juliet Allen. The execution of this will and all its conditions will be valid the instant after the signer's death. In case any of the beneficiaries turns down the will of this document, their part will be divided among the remaining beneficiaries. Yay. No newspapers? Okay. What would I do with this old watch? It's 9:33 a.m. Fancy that. It seems Dana Allen, Henry's mother, is throwing a party to welcome me to the city. I should swing by her place from 11:30. She lives in one of the first manors to the left of my house. If I want my new business to prosper, it's crucial for me to get to know as many of the city's merchants as I can. Maybe Harriet Clinton's shop in the Central District is a good place to start. It's right after the bridge. I've written down a good few pieces of advice in my diary, which may be of use until I'm more familiar with the city. I'd better take a look. I'm better at speaking when I'm doing voices, apparently. Maybe it's because I'm slowing down. I wasn't done exploring the house. A good friend of mine used to... Yep. My shoes and clothes are stored here. Table covered with a fine tablecloth. Rainy days are perfect to read by the light of the fireplace. A great mass of rocks rise above the sea and seems to defy the ships on the horizon. Under many layers of dust, the aging oil painting, the portrait stares at me with a cold and inquisitive look. The more I look at his eyes, the more the brushstrokes get distorted. I can barely make out his facial features at this point. It is a seascape. The sea is choppy and shakes a merchant ship. The inscription reads, Joseph Mallard William Turner, and a title that I can hardly understand. I wonder if he is some local painter. Good thing I brought warm clothing. There's a fierce wind in the city. Alright, movers again. Alright, now we'll go out. Did you just get to the city? Well, one must be careful. Don't remember the murders from a couple of years ago? Don't you remember the murders a couple of years ago? You clearly don't. That famous murderer who killed women and then stole their organs. The case was on every newspaper for months. And that stupid commissioner didn't know what to do. People speculated about the murderer's identity, but no one caught that bastard. He is looking me up and down. No, you couldn't be. Well, okay, let's go and find that manor. Anna Carroll, 1764 to 1782, so clearly this is definitively in the past. Oh, I've been trying to get invited to one of Madame Dana's parties for a good while now, but I can't find a way. Life isn't easy for everyone. Oh, I've been trying to get invited. Life isn't easy for everyone. Did everyone say that? Is everyone's the same? The grand stairway to the Allen Mausoleum. And here I was thinking it was the manor house. Sometimes I think we worry too much about everything. Look around you and breathe in an air of pleasant tranquility. Pleasant tranquility. Alright, so I'm going to guess that this is not the actual way to the Allen Manor. Yep. That is true. That is how someone ends up in jail. So I guess I have no choice but to go in towards the city center. I don't know much about business, but anyone can see how much money there is in the city right now. Some might even say that it's getting all too easy to join high society. Well, aren't we stuck up? I'm so sorry, but I'm rather tied up at the moment. Can you believe it? Come on, you must have seen the posters advertising the performance that's about to open. I don't understand how anyone could have decided to put on such a thing. That's not theater, it's an aberration. Face is an aberration. No, really, it is. Because I can't make out your face. There's nothing like spending the morning at the club, chatting with friends, and sharing a few fine cigars. If you say so, bud. It seems to be some kind of leaflet from some tavern in the central district. Cargo that comes and goes. It's likely this barrel has traveled more than me. There's Den to E. Royal Theater, Food Hall, Newsstand, Hat Club, Florence Hill? Not sure. Can barely read that. Harriet Shop, Gale Shop, Police Station, Windless Meadow, Hospital, Thomas's Shop, Church, Lighthouse. Or the Orchard. Docks. Lloyd's shop. So this is a pretty big city all in all. A rich quarter. Justice Street. Braun Street. I'm going to guess that this is the rundown part of town here. Or at least part of it. The poor quarter. Wait, hang on. Zoom in and out. Turn those off. Back out. The theater is just not their newspaper stand. Just over here. Stop fucking staring. Excuse me. Ah, the newsstand, I presume. It's unbelievable how many colorful news stories have come out of such a comparatively small city. Hi, Giles. Hello, good sir. You cannot know the pleasure it gives me to welcome a new, decent citizen. I don't know if you've heard of our humble store, the center of distribution for the only reliable news source for miles around. The journal, good sir. Don't even consider reading anything else. But I'm making a faux pas, as is so often the case with me. Poor Giles. Let me introduce myself properly. I am Giles Stanbury, here to serve your good self and every good citizen, now and always. At my newsstand, you will find the daily ration of current affairs and finance necessary to keep your business in order, and all the help in this humble entrepreneur can offer. Let your faithful friend Giles get you off to a solid start. Please help yourself to a copy of the Journal, our preeminent local newspaper, the only trustworthy source of information for respectable ladies and gentlemen. You don't even think about getting your wallet out? It's on the house. Oh my. Thank you, Giles. What a great day to begin the day. Great way to begin the day. Great day to begin the way. I'll accept it with pleasure. Your happiness is my happiness, my dear friend. Remember that your faithful friend and servant Giles will always be here for whatever needs you may have. Right. Who is the newcomer? The new arrival may be a friend of the late Henry Eller. Red Rose's Grey Death. 3 years after the meteorite, Meadow Hill pays tribute to the Gardner family. A garland of roses set down outside the ruins of a farm, within nothing but silence. A silence no rat or insect dares to violate. 2 years have been more than enough time for decay to take hold of the former home of the Gardner family, who died in unexplained circumstances after being infected with a strange illness, which, according to local legend, was extraterrestrial in origin. A strange color, which some identified as a kind of gray, excuse me, devoured the Gardners until they were completely consumed. The memorial ceremony was attended by a dozen people, including this reporter. Meadow Hill is becoming more and more depopulated, as if the deaths of the Gardners and had somehow also symbolized the death of the village. A silent gray death, probably the same gray that finished off the gardeners 3 autumns ago. Before leaving Meadow Hill, damn it. Okay, I don't like that you can't go back. Who is Zed? The new arrival may be a friend of the late Henry Allen. Who is Zed? That dear reader is the question. That dear reader is the question on everyone's lips right now. Today, Zed will spend his first day in our dear city, knowing little of its dramas and tragedies. Although, of course, they will know all about him. Both this newspaper and our disgraced rival have immediately begun investigations into the mysterious motives that have led a young trader to settle in our city. The answer seems to have Henry Allen at its core. Readers of the journal are familiar with every detail of this tragic story. How his body was found in his office, with no suicide note left behind, not even a farewell to his widow or his inconsolable mother. As sources close to the Allen family have confirmed, Zed was a childhood friend of Henry Allen, and it may be that the deceased had sent a final message to the friend in question, the foreigner who will now become yet another citizen of our fine city. The big question being asked by this newspaper, and one we imagine our readers will be asking, has to be, what has he come for? What are his objectives? What is his favorite color? Excuse me. Will he enter into conflict with the onward march of our city? Only time will tell. Aha, okay, we're back here. Yep. Alright. Before leaving Meadow Hill, we attempted to get an interview with Amy Pierce, the last person to see the Gardners alive. Her family did not allow it. Amy no longer talks to anyone about what happened on 21st November 1883, just over a year after the meteorite landed on a muggy day on June 22nd. Or June 82nd. June 22nd is my birthday. Shut up, Raymond. Her only response is silence. A.B. Un coulant, s'il vous plaît. Avec plaisir. A phrase many of our citizens have already grown accustomed to. Although French continues to be a language of many of us still feel considerable animosity towards, it must be recognized that when pronounced by Florence Peyton, it sounds almost pleasant. This week, our affable tradeswoman will offer the sweetest of gifts to any boys and girls who visit her at Les Lumiere, a chocolate mint coulant, provided, of course, that parental consent has been given. Miss Peyton also informs us that ladies should take advantage of an excellent opportunity to acquire some of the season's most fashionable Parisian hats. DJ. Alrighty then. I wasn't going to go there, but I guess I will go there. Cart filled with fruit. They shouldn't leave it unattended, or seagulls will eat them soon. The door is closed and I have nothing to do in there. Alright. I don't know much about a business, but anyone can see how much money there is in the city right now. Some might even say it's all too easy to get into high society. Ooh, bookstore. Can't you see I'm busy? Leave me alone! I wonder if this leads to his lodgings, or if there are more books inside. Maybe I should ask the owner of his bookshop about it. If I can find an owner. I'd love to spend the day talking to you, but I have errands to run. The book that's left Been left wide open, appears to be a diary, but is written in code and it's strange. I can see the most recently written page, and the date is from years ago. Lucas Weston's desk, an absolute mess of parchments, heavy tomes, and notebooks. La lumière. The light. Hello, Florence. Bonjour, bonjour, mon ami. You might know that I am the owner of La Lumière, a shop where the lights are always on for our customers. The lights of La Place Bleu, La Place Bleu? La Place Beau, Paris. Monsieur Florence Peyton stands before you. If you have any suggestions, they will be enthusiastically received. At La Lumière, we want to create the perfect shop for each client. Magnifique ou rien. She seems to be forcing the accent. I'm not sure she speaks French fluently. We'll ask her how everything is going. I only came to make sure that all was well with you and your fine establishment. What a très genteel thing to ask, monsieur. I feel radiant. How could I not be with this beautiful shop I run, n'est pas? Though, to tell you the truth, I am a bit worried about my father's health. If there's anything all I can do, Miss Peyton, you need but ask. Très gentil, but there is nothing that can be done. The same thing happens to my father every year when the winter approaches. It's the cursed fog. At least that's what he says. Gout, my dear sir, gout. His foot swells up, comme on dit pastèque. Pastèque? Pastèque? He spends the whole day in a foul mood, raging at the world. And my poor mother and Annie have to put up with la colère. I feel guilty for not being there, but there's so much to do in the shop. Uh-huh. Miss Peyton, don't martyr yourself. I'm sure your parents will understand that you must attend to your business. Ma suite. Even when he's gone mad with pain, my father never requests that I spend any more time with him. And yet... Well, it's been a great pleasure to chat with you, however briefly. Très gruyere? Now I must get back to my work, because it won't do itself. Merci beaucoup pour your exquisite manners and your patience. Right. As the French say, les affaires. I'm here to trade, Miss Peyton. What do you have? Drinks, canned food, attire, personal health, fresh food, liquors, luxury, combustible, medicine, toys. Let's buy attire for now. And some fresh food. Oui, monsieur, as you wish. But if you don't mind, I'd like nothing more to have a little chit-chat. Yeah, I really have nothing to tell her. Actually, I didn't need anything. Sorry. Au revoir. Good. goose pate, black and red caviar, fresh baby eels, starling eggs, nightingale tongues. Nightingale tongues? Selection of French wines and spirits. Can't keep the dizzying Can't keep count of the dizzying number of varieties of olive to be found on these shelves. I wonder how many citizens will appreciate the effort to gather all these delicacies. Each one of the 3 compartments is dedicated to the jewelry of an ancient civilization. Gas display cabinet containing expensive trinkets. The choice of the translucent glass really increases your desire to ask the host to unlock the case so that you can discover the secrets hidden inside. Can't speak tonight. The rule of 7. The rule of 7, determined in the happy times, an upper limit on the movements of daily trade. This was due to our Seven's amusing but disastrous habit of speculating about the Academy in a chess game of betrayals, half-truths, and espionage that provoked seismic tremors in the market. Limiting the transaction capacity to 7 per family had 2 beneficial effects. Firstly, the merry-go-round on which the economy was trapped began to slow its pace. Secondly, it provided families with magnificent entertainment on which to focus on their mutual hatreds and rivalries. Today, given that our present economy requires contact, albeit limited, with the outside world, this restriction on movement is more lax. But the guiding principle of his existence is the same, and as long as it does not change, it will ensure internal prosperity. Not strange at all. Not strange at all. I actually didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to check out your register. Gilded with little flowers engraved in the metal. These are details that are important to know, don't you know? Alright, looks like it's about 1 o'clock by my estimate. At 2 p.m. Alright. Let's see. Top Hat Club. No, thank you. That's it there. Yeah. Errands to run. Don't you all? Great, a box filled with bottles that anybody could use to stab me. Minding my own business. That's what I'm doing. Just minding my own business. Let's go to Harriet's shop. Clinton grocery store. Hello, Miles.
Psst. Hey, you. You. Listen, good stiff butt. Listen real good, cause I'm not the kind of guy who repeats himself. Capiche? My name is Miles Style, and I'm a unionist. And you, from what my union mates have told me, are a stiff butt from out of town. Listen good. We're at war. The stuck-up stiff butts against the lobster men, the machinists, the barbers, the tinkers, the whores. All the working stiffs. The ones with money coming out of their ears against who don't have a damn penny to their names. If you just read the journal, then you only know the side of the story that those pigs want you to know. If you want to see the other side, come see me. I'll give it to you cheap. The Union, stiff butt. The Union is the truth. Everything else is just tarted up bullshit. Revolution or death. Come and see me. Whenever. And you can bet the Union will find jobs for you. So, stiff butt, now you know. Either you're with us or you're against us. Buy the Union. Get the only paper that speaks the truth in the city. If you want that paper, it's 3 coins. Yeah. Everything all right on the Unionist side? How's it going, stiff butt? How's it going, stiff butt? So-so. So-so. August threw me another one of my merry bats in the clink today. They're gonna wallop him like he's never been walloped before. Poor little Spitty. He hasn't got a clue. He's thick as a plank. After August and his goons are done with him, he'll be even thicker. Poor dimwit's only 5 years old. Wonder if he'll make 6. But what that made them pick him up? What did he do? Shit. He didn't do shit. See, Spitty is dozy as fuck. We call him that because he spends the whole day hocking loogies. It's the only thing he knows how to do, you understand? He's an ace at spitting. I don't know how he does it, but his tongue is like a catapult or something. And all he was doing was seeing how far his loogie would go. But he always closed his eyes before he lets it out, and so he got August right in the eye. August knocked 3 teeth out there and then. And then he told his goons to pick up Spitty, who'd gone all rigid, and off they took him. My merry brats have got some balls, you know. 10th Street is our empire. Even the rats have to ask our permission to take a shit. It's just across the street from that. Belongs to those old senile old farts. The angry chaps. They're always messing with us from Over Street. I'll tell the boys not to make you pay when you go past. As you can see, it's in our part of town. You have to cough up just to cross the street. You cough up or they make you cough up. Anyway, comrade, enough chin wagging for now. Time for me to be off. I got a revolution to be getting on with. So long. Alrighty. Kid's part of the revolution. Didn't know there was a revolution going on. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I passed Harriet's shop somehow. I was expecting to be able to turn down a little alley or something. And apparently I cannot do that. Or maybe it was actually on the street there and I just didn't notice. Huh. Alright. Maybe this is it. So, even though it says Harriet's, maybe it's named Clinton. Yeah, I guess so. My, how exciting. Oi, how clumsy and foolish you are, Clinton. Harriet Clinton. Will you look at yourself, screaming like a silly schoolgirl after everything our new arrival has been through? You are Henry's friend, the newcomer, right? Southern accent in England. Totally legit. Lots of places have a South. No need to answer. I wasn't really asking. Not a thing gets past me in this city of gossips. I catch them all on the fly. Stop it, Harriet. You're getting carried away. You do go on and on. At this rate, we'll be here until the cows come home. As I said, I'm Harriet Clinton, and I'm a businesswoman with both feet firmly on the ground. No French rip-offs, no so-called antiques that fall to pieces the moment you pick them up, and absolutely nothing that's of, shall we say, questionable origin. In my shop, everything you see is exactly as it appears. Good, honest stock, potatoes, onions, hardy fabrics, and solid soaps. Nothing too delicate, but you will see all of it extremely useful. Your friend Henry and I got on famously, and I hope I'll have the same luck with you. So then, welcome to this place, and if you need something, whisper, and your Harriet will come flying. Basically, I just wanted to ask you a teeny tiny favor in case you're able to help. It won't take up much of your time. You let her go on. With Lois's fever and Elias's back, I can't cope, and the shop's a bit of a pigsty. Would you help me clean up? Negative. Absolutely, Miss Clinton. Oh, you're ever so willing. Ha ha ha, not a moment's hesitation. It's really very simple. For the shelves at the back, use this straw mop with the vinegar and lemon tonic. For the shelves to the right of the entrance, use this arsenic soap and the cat's tail mop. And with the big crates, I'll need you to unflea them for me with the sulfur ointment and the sealed whisker mop. And I hope that I'm not going to be asked to remember all of this. Got all of that? Once you start, I don't want you bothering me with silly questions. Yep, I'm going to have to do this the right way. Okay. Young people today. I didn't need things to be repeated for me when I used to work at Uncle Hutton's shop as a girl. Okay, pay attention this time. It's really very simple. Right. For the shelves at the back, use the straw mop and vinegar. Straw mop, vinegar. Right. Shelves to the right of the entrance, arsenic and cat's tail mop. Big crates, sulfur ointment and seal whisker mop. Yeah, I understand the task, and I'm going to completely screw it up. Looks bad when the customers see you do work. Box with a barrel. Taking care of this shop, negotiating prices, attending customers, and setting up the whole place up must take a lot of time. This one leaves a special scent. Alright, cat's tail mop. That's the one I need. Now for the cleaning product. Arsenic soap. No, 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 no. I'd rather start again. I didn't know it was going to be the boxes. I thought I was getting stuff out of the boxes. Seal, whiskers, mop. Sulfur ointment.
this was the cattails and the arsenic. Where's the other place that I'm supposed to do the cleaning? Aha. Straw mop. Vinegar and lemon tonic. I've cleaned everything now. I should go back and speak to Harriet. About the thing I was taking care of, I botched it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Squeaky clean. Oh, my darling, even the potatoes look freshly picked. You're the best worker I can imagine. Much better than that sad sack Henry. Excuse me. You made me so happy today, and a happy Harriet is a generous Harriet, don't you doubt. See you again. I'm here to trade. Trade, I will do. Yeah, drinks are definitely a lot cheaper here. Food's about the same. Oh, excuse me. Attire's about the same. Things are a bit cheaper. You and your Miss Clinton. Mrs. Clinton. Yeah. Alright, I'm out. Looks to me like it's about 4 o'clock. I don't know that I want to push getting all the way up there right now. Let's see if we can do something about poor little Spit or whatever his name was. Goodies. Didn't mean to end up in another shop. Hello, Gale. Namaste, good sir. I hope you have heard of the Hoyt General Stores and Antiques. Gale Hoyt at your service, for whatever you may need, as long as it's within my ability to provide. Our shop, as you will have deduced if you read the sign, is divided into 2 sections. Hoyt Antiques is dedicated solely to just that, the sale of every kind of valuable relic, for even the most exacting collector. In Hoyt General Stores, you will find the same goods you would expect in any similar establishment, but believe me, our prices are unbeatable. How are things going? Tell me, Miss Hoyt. Whoops. Have you anything to tell me? Tell me, do you have anything to tell me? Well, my good sir, your question has caught me quite unprepared. I don't know. What are you curious about? Tell me more about your family. I'm interested to know more about the family name behind Hoyt Antiques. Who are Gail Hoyt and her father? Oh, well, you put it perfectly yourself, didn't you? We're just that, father and I, nothing more, nothing less. But I suppose I can tell you how we came to be here. It's a rather Jigyasu's tale. Oh, sorry, I mean curious tale. A curious tale. My father and I are from Mirzapur. Do you know of it? I know very little of the world. Be honest, Miguel, I'm really more of a domestic animal. I've hardly ever been away from home. Domestic animal. Like a billy or a karagosh. Forgive me, sir. I did find that rather amusing. And don't be sad about not knowing more of the world. I've been to 3 places. I may have young and I may be young and foolish, but I've seen a lot of it. And from my experience, there isn't all that much that's worth seeing. Let me tell you a little about my home, as I remember it. Mirzapur is a beautiful city. That is. That is. It was. I have no idea what it's like now. In Mirzapur, the Ganges meets the hills of Vindhya, some very old mountains from before the arrival of the Raj. There are many beautiful waterfalls, and once, a long time ago, there were trees as well, an enormous forest. The Raj transformed it into something else, a city of merchants like my father, my mother, my brother, myself. We sold precious, brightly colored baubles and rugs and silks. There were no antiques back then. Nothing was old. I remember it very clearly. I began selling at a very early age, you know? At the age of just 5, I was already helping Mum. My brother, Gopati, wasn't yet old enough to help. He'd just run around and laugh. I thought we were happy, sir. I really did. I don't remember us ever wanting for anything. But my father told us that we weren't happy, and so we left. That we could never be happy under the oppression of the English. That we had to find a new country to be free. That's why we came to England. So we packed up everything and left our silks and rugs behind. That's where my story ends for today. I need to get back to work or father will get angry and beat me. I'll tell you about our boat crossing another day. Namaste, good sir. Thank you for listening. I want to trade. I'll take a look at the goods you have in your window display today. Drinks, attire, stuffs and things, things and stuffs. What about these antiques? Thank you. Pleased to be coming again. Yeah, probably not. Probably best not to open those. Yo, officer, where's the police station? Get out of here, stiff butt. My butt's not stiff. Stop staring. Ah. Keep hitting that expecting that to be the map. Okay, if I go north, I will be hitting that. Oh, I need to continue past Gale's shop to get to the police station. It's almost 5 o'clock. I better hurry. I'm from England. That's where the history's from. One day I'll get that right. One day. And I think that's the police station there. Police. Looks more like a bar than a police station. The seat which presides over it could easily be the throne of some ruthless monarch. In the book which is open, there is a series of names, followed by some disturbing symbols: skulls, snakes, swastikas. I hope my name's not on that list. Leave me alone. So busy. So very busy. Alright, so I can't do anything for the kid. At least not at this point. Maybe the police station is a euphemism. Maybe it's really a bar. Alright, let's get back home. Yeah, I heard your spiel before. Beat it, Steve. Stiff butt. Steve butt. You gotta get used to where the map is. Ah! Alright, let's run to City Hall since it's nearby. Everything will probably be closed there by now. Sometimes I just need to clear my head, and what works for me best for me, is taking a walk around the park. I'll go alone and just concentrate on walking for a while, until my mind begins to clear. Just what the doctor ordered. I've seen these symbols before. Or have I seen these symbols before? Somewhere before. I don't know, have you? The rule of 7 again. This is an equal distribution of men and women. A little unusual in those days. You don't look busy to me. Alright, so everything leads back to that office up there. And nothing I can do here. Now's not the time to spend the night. I should get to my bed right away. Alrighty, make a left here, or right here. Continue on straight until dawn. Music has gotten a little dark and ominous. Urgh. People keep walking out in front of me. I keep hitting the wrong freaking button. It's a bit late, but they're... and it looks like they're kicking everyone out. I wonder what place that is. Alright, that's one day down. Let's have an energetic start to the day. There are so many places to visit, people to meet. What's this? Someone has left a sealed letter on my bed. Who could have entered the house? To Henry's good friend. I've heard news, like everyone else in this cursed city, of your arrival. Henry rarely told me about you, but whenever he did, he spoke with infinite affection, and that's not something he was usually generous with. There are all sorts of rumors about you, but that's nothing new around here. So I want to ask you directly, why did you come here? Why did you uproot your life to honor the will of a supposed friend whom you hadn't seen since childhood? Signed, Juliet Allen. I should answer her with another letter. Yes, that's the right response. And the tone I should use in the letter should be... polite and detached. Yours affectionately. And that should do it. I'll read the letter aloud before I send it. Mrs. Allen, I've been trying to reach you about your car's car's extended warranty. I completely understand your concern, and I hope that this brief letter will help you dispel them. The only thing I ask for is your discretion with what I'm about to tell you. The truth is, I am here to try to find out what happened to your late husband and my good friend, Henry Allen. Discovering why he decided to make such a terrible decision is without question my entire focus. Yours affectionately, Zed. Zed's dead, baby. Henry's dead. Read it. Now, that's my last chance to change anything if it doesn't seem right. You send the letter to Juliet. Yes. Yes, this is the reply I want to send.
Yes. Yes.
Shame that the fire's out. Alright. Let's check our journal, see if anything useful is... oh, warehouse, never mind. Is there. Documents. The Rule of 7. Popular rule. Seems to be everywhere. Didn't read the Union yesterday. Friend or foe, comrades, we have a new stuck-up stiff butt on our city. What the revolution needs to know is, has he come to aid us or to sink us? We don't give a damn about anything else. All right. Journal? Journal. All right. I know 5 shops in the city, and only traders like me can buy wholesale. They have all the same products, though the prices will vary. I buy up to 10 shipments every day. These will be sent to my warehouse. I must buy cheap and sell high. Yeah. 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 Expected gift. Grand reception. First manners to the left of my house. Side. It's a message from Lucas Weston. It says to our dear stranger, the guardian of the written word in this decadent metropolis requests your company. I shall be waiting for you in my bookshop in Weston Street. At a time that suits you. There's a letter with the town hall's official heading. It's very short. His Excellency the Mayor requests your presence in his office today. Be sure to attend. I believe that in order to reach the town hall, I must turn left after crossing the bridge. I've already been there. Ember's Den. Anna Weston. Lochner. He was only 23. Most of these people are pretty young. Only 21 there. $27. That one's fairly old. 13. Kind of thinking that maybe one of these should be the grave of Henry. Unless he's in the mausoleum for some reason. 11:41. All right, let's head to them. See the mayor. Caught on a light post. Why would the mayor want to see me? Next on Fox. Hello, Wallace. Oh! Oh! How embarrassing to have you catch me like that. Well, I made a terrible first impression. Yes, truly I did. I'm the mayor of this city, and you caught me asleep on the job. In my defense, it's the first hour I've allowed myself to take off in the last few riotous weeks. The city is at boiling point right now. You'll see soon enough. But let us get to the formalities. I am Wallace Zimmer, loyal servant to yourself and all the residents of this city, as long as my body can stand it, of course. I've been very interested in meeting you. Word on the street is that you have taken over the business and position of the deceased Henry Allen. I expect from you what I expect from every other important citizen, a helpful hand on my shoulder, not around my neck. Believe me, every little bit helps. Every little helps. Oh, come in. I'm meeting you right now, am I? The things at the moment are a little, the mayor's talking on one of those modern devices. I believe they called telephones. It's the first time I've seen one. Nobody can afford them. Tell Inspector August that it's urgent and that he should fix it as soon as possible. He'd better move his fat ass. Ahem, Mr. Mayor. Yes. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry. I couldn't see you properly. So much on and, I'm very pleased to see you here. As you see, yes, Mr. Butler? Yes. No, not that. No, not at all. Yes, maybe. Oh dear, no. Well, now you see for yourself. This diabolical machine, telephone they call it. You can talk with anyone, no matter how far away. It's a great help. But let's return to your needs. To your needs. Yes. No. Tell them my look. Mr. Butler, I'm hanging up on you. I've got an important visitor. Yes? Well, we'll speak then. No, I don't mind at all. That too. It's all the same to me. Goodbye. Now, where were we? Well, you sent me a letter asking me to meet. I don't know if you remember. Yes, of course. Of course I remember it. Meeting you is very important, most important. Consider this visit a mere act of courtesy. Do not think of me as mayor. Think of me as, again, butler? What, Mr. Aberley? Well, no, tell him straight away. Tell him 10 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Thank you. What are we up to, my goodly dude? Playing a weird game. A mystery game, sort of thing. And I'm trying to do voices. Badly, as you can probably tell. As you see, we'll have to make it brief. What a shame. I hope you can forgive my lack of discretion, but there are two most important questions I'd like to ask you.
As you can see, there it goes again. Anyway, as you can see, things are a little tense in the city right now. A big mess, rich and poor. A store burning down here, a unionist disappearing there. Regrettable, all highly regrettable. But what I'd like to know, I've had it with that cursed machine. What I'd like to know is, what do you think of all of this? Have you any concrete thoughts on this, struggle, let's say? Personally, I'd rather not take sides. Yeah, we gotta work on my accents. Yep, you're right. But I kind of like this mixed accent with this mayor. He looks very frustrated, very lost, very tense, and sweating bullets, clearly. And so I think my weak, weird accent for him seems to be working. Anyway, which do I do? Take the side of the rich or the side of the poor? Which should I do? Oh, without a doubt. But thank you, I'm glad you approve. Very well, side of the poor it is. I've always believed that those who own the least are the most just. In this struggle, I'm with those with the least, Mr. Mayor. Oh, what a load of... Sorry, I don't even know what I've just said. Something bad, certainly. These nerves of mine. Well, what can we do? It's that what you think? That's what you think? Although things will be much tougher for you. My second question is much more intimate, I'm afraid. And I'd completely understand if you didn't answer it, but here it is. What are you doing here exactly? Wasting my time, sir. Wasting my time. I've come to make a fortune. Honestly, I'm here to build a future for myself. As terrible as the circumstances are, I want to take advantage of the business opportunities I've been presented with. One of the problems with this game so far is that there are many English issues. Things like at terrible, where that clearly should be as terrible, typically pop up. So, I don't think English was the native language of the developers, but still, it's good enough. This merits a good slug. Ah, that goes down like a dream. If it's business you're looking for, then business you shall find, as well as allies for said business. Buy the journal every day, and ask your close acquaintances. Sometimes the first flow of funds comes from where you least expect it. You'll be off to a good start if you think about your cash flow. Let me give you some advice. Think about your cash flow before anything else. And talk less. Smile more. My, how late it's got. Impossibly late. I'm going to have to... Yes, Mr. Butler, yes. Mr. Aberley's coming. In person? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. No, not you, Butler. I mean yourself. Please excuse me. You see how things are with me. I'll be calling you again. We have many... He's already left? Why didn't you tell me? Uh-huh. Yeah, he is. He told you that? Yeah. There's some kind of cult involving these symbols. I'm sure of it. Here. Alright. Let's check our journal.
Exploring the rich quarter. A certain Lucas Weston has sent me a message, and it's an invitation to pay a visit to his establishment, a bookshop. It appears to be located on Western Street, although it doesn't say what number. I guess it will be easy to spot. Easier than you might think, since I stumbled on it already. I know 5 shops in the city, blah blah blah. Yeah. Strange, 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 strange. So, how are you doing today, Spring? How are things? Sweaty dude is the imposter. Oh no, not pancake flat. Need to buy a paper from this guy. You've come here with an insatiable thirst for current affairs, am I right? Let's see if we have something that will satisfy it. It costs the same as always, sir. No change, neither up nor down. 8 coins and you will walk away with a copy of the journal. Huh. There you are, Giles. And there's your copy. All nicely folded for you, sir. Read today's headlines. Read them. Those damn Unionists have created yet more disturbances. They've dared to raid one of Talbot's stores, and even worse, in their disgusting pamphlet, they accuse our dear Commissioner, August Men, of having carried out this crime. I'm sorry to get so excitable, but if there's anything that gets on my nerves, it's the wretches who just won't stick to the role they've been given. I'm sure you understand. I shall make no comment. Our dear brothers and sisters need to know the truth, and nothing other than the truth, and only the journal can offer that. Right. I imagine you're tremendously busy, but would you help me? How to put it? Clip the Union's wings. You wouldn't understand me. The opinion of an upstanding gentleman like yourself, a recent arrival to the city, is worth much more than you think. If you take a walk through the central district, bad-mouthing that dismal rag, people will surely take notice. If you had something bad to say, about the Union, I'm sure you would find a whole load of ears prickling up. Most definitely. What exactly would I have to say? I barely know anything about the Union or the city. I've just got here. Oh, anything would do, believe me. As long as they're terrible and scandalous. Make a list of atrocities that shock you and attribute them to the Union. They'll spread like wildfire. I'm gonna have to refuse. I don't know what it is, or is no longer laudable, sir. What I do know is that a city where the good citizens don't look out for one another has a dark future ahead of it. But okay, you know much better than I what's in our interest, isn't that so? Have a pleasant day, sir. I said good day, sir. And there's Weston's. I'm assuming you are Mr. Weston.
Good day, sir. Welcome to the present abode of knowledge, a home where incognoscible dream up new odysseys with which to surprise the world. 1,000 welcomes, good sir, to the bookshop of your servant Lucas Weston. I imagine that this sudden eruption of mellifluous eloquence coming from the same insistent stammerer who received you only seconds before will have left you quite gobsmacked. Ha 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 ha. There's an explanation, a good explanation. I have two faces. You see my natural shyness, which I suppose must be born on the innumerable hours I have stolen from Kronos in order to take the solace in the joy of books, has developed into a pathological shyness, one which manifests itself in this bothersome. This game is indeed bizarre. Oh, you should have seen the French. I couldn't pronounce half the words. Yeah. You see, there it is again. That odious fate lying in the wait of that for the scatterbrained mind. Anyway, my only remedy for this bothersome affliction is to sing in the rhythm of the great classics, whatever speech I wish to unfold upon my interlocutor. If I get the right beat right, I don't mess up a single word. Be so good as to bear with this eccentricity of mine, sir, and I will repay you with an abundant knowledge and a loyalty worthy of Argos. I know this city and all of its legends, ancient and modern like no other soul who dwells therein. Allow me to take one prophecy. I see a golden future of friendship between you and I. I see us being to each other what Dante is to Virgil, and what Virgil is to Dante, inseparable companions. You are always welcome, dear Dante. Here you shall find open ears and a loquacious tongue whenever you need them, and then some. Ha 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 ha. My dear Dante, how does morning find you? Has Hyperion favored you? Reply in a jolly allegro that you are feeling most well. Well, Dante has got a taste for this hell. I'm feeling especially optimistic today, dear Lucas. Virgil, animi custos, call me Virgil. If you're to be my Dante, allow me the pleasure of being your companion. Neither can I, really. A shower and a nap are definitely in order, and my time is rapidly running out. I have but 20 minutes left, and then I too shall bed for this day. In any case, to find you in such good humor is cause for much rejoicing. I have a proposal for you. Today I have an odd proposal for you, and yet one that is absolutely crucial in the quest for the ambrosia of this forbidden tree. I don't mind how long it takes you, although I expect you will leave Kronos dazzled by your Hermes feat. I propose that you traverse this whole of our most Croatian of neighborhoods, the streets Tang, Longinus, Al-Sabah, Orsini, and Weston. You'll just need to remember 5 names. Go without fear. Explore these streets. Do not abandon all hope. You will come back from this odyssey in one piece. Or at least I hope so. Okay. He's nutty. And he's a fruitcake. But I like him. Hey, out of my way. I'm trying to explore the hood. This is La Lumiere, where the French girl speaks. Ça va bien, Miss Florence? You are always très gentil, très gentil. Ha ha ha! How silly! I cannot think of anything to talk about today. Um, the last time we spoke, you told me your father was not in very good health. Is he better? Oh, oui, ça va bien. As well as a man of his temperament can be, but he is at least giving my mother and Annie some respite. You have an excellent memory and impeccable manners. Would you like to talk more? This is a little oasis. A serenite? Um, tell me more about the family. I would like to know more about your family, Florence. I imagine the Paytons are wonderful people. You need only look at yourself. Roges. Ha 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 ha! What a gallant you are! Alas, gallants do not really do much for me. I am married to La Lumiere for life. Ha ha ha! Since you're curious, I will tell you a little about the Paytons. There are 4 of us at home, only 4, though I spend more of my time here than at the Maison. Annie, my dearest older sister, who takes care of my parents. She takes care of John, my father, who I already told you about. A crumbling curmudgeon, you might say, though if he heard me call him that, he'd threaten me with the back of his hand. Not that he'd ever do anything, of course. La chienne qui aboie. The dog, I guess, does not bite. My mother, Hortense, is a true saint, and what you might call out there in the rest of the world, un modem classique. She let me and my father take over the business. As you might imagine, my love for Paris comes from her. My mother was not born there, nor were her parents, but her grandparents were 2 Parisian artists from Montmartre. Papa always teases her for being the granddaughter of a pair of mavericks, but we all love the stories she tells about La Belle Paris. To be honest, my mother is un peu contraire. Contrary? Un peu contrary. Perhaps more than un peu. I have no petit ami other than a business. And Annie has never taken an interest in men or women. She is very happy at home, reading and taking care of our elders. I always wonder what will happen when they're gone. Well, you can see that mine is rather a dull story. Très inintéressant. And yourself, what about your family? Mine, well... You tell the truth about your orphanhood. The truth, Miss Payton, is that I am an orphan. I spent my entire childhood peeling potatoes. In the slaves. An orphanage. A most excellent one, it must be said. In fact, I met my friend Henry Allen there. Mon Dieu. I feel like a fool. I had no idea. Have I made you uncomfortable? It is a topic I prefer not to discuss. But I don't mind talking about it with Florence. It's just part of my life. That's all. How can you possibly be so charming? It warms my heart that you feel so comfortable that you can talk to me about the sadness of your past. I feel very comfortable with you too, mon ami. I'm afraid I must be rather rude and stop you there. You see, all the customers shooting looks at me. Au travers. Right. Have you seen the prices are going lately? At this rate, no one would be able to keep more than 3 properties at any one time. Wow. 3 properties at any one time? How can anyone think of doing more than that? I'm sorry, you can't go in there. This place is only for club members. Watch me. Ooh. Ah. So many things to get stuck on. Looks like it's, 3 o'clock. Let's see where else I can hit. Let's see if we can make it all the way up to Lloyd's shop. Though it is getting late. Let's hit him up. How's the revolution going, Miles? Comrade, have I ever told you the story of how I defeated the Rat King? No, Miles, but it sounds like a story worth hearing. It sounds like a story worth hearing. Of course it's worth hearing. There should be one of Lucas's fat books written about the balls I showed that rat. 3 years old. 3 years old I was. Anyway, I should calm down so I can tell it properly. It was a day filled with rats. The most rat-filled day in history. Tarragon, needle, cotton, pearl, even our old tin and bloody ore. All of them stuffed with rats. You had no idea. But those stiff-butt bastards even put up 2 walls. High as a 2-story building, blocking cotton and oolong. I don't know how the hell they got them up so fast, but there they were. After all, if the rats ate us, the proletariat, who gives a shit? Anyway, I was a little brat who was barely knee-high. 3 years old! 3 years old, and I had already made my shack out of rubbish. I could wipe my arse better than you. Since I was a street kid and no one warned me about nothing, I left my shack and just strolled out into the street, while the rest of the bloody neighborhood was locked up in their houses, shitting their britches. That was when I ran into the rats. A furry ocean was right there. And at the front of them was one who was even fatter and meaner than August, the Rat King. They'd have licked my bones clean, left them white as ivory, but I was smiling. Sure, I was scared shitless just like everyone else, but I was smiling, because I knew then, comrade, at just 3 years old, the rats are just like stiff butts. Bloody capitalists. Cowards. So I picked up a brick as big as your head and lobbed it straight at the snout of the Rat King. I split his skull in 2 with my first shot. The rats looked at me like I was some kind of god, and I, a fucking 3-year-old midget, roared at them. I roared at them like the king of the jungle. They ran away, and when the rest of the neighborhood dared to peek out, they found me. Found only me, laughing as I dragged the damn Rat King along with one hand. Some story, huh? I seriously doubt the story, but I'm going to show my devotion to Mr. Stout here. Like the king of the jungle, just as you said. What a lion the Union has in you. What would they do without you? Oh, comrade. Give me a hug. Ow! That's right. Ow! Always remember that brick, comrade. Remember it well, because your comrade Miles will do it again if anyone ever threatens you. Brick medicine, it cures everything.
All right, I'll leave you to your business because I've got my own. Cheerio. Kids nuts. Kids nuts. Definitively nuts. Ah. Map. I don't really want to be here. Grr. Grr. Arr. Alright, so yeah, this is a really rundown area. Wait a second. Wonder if I can get into that door somehow. Can't right now, but I wonder if I can. Alright, continue up the street here. Yeah, this area is definitely run down. I think this is the place. Hello, Lloyd. I don't trust you one little bit. Uh-huh. Well, well, well. So you're the guy I've heard so much about. Henry Allen's friend in the flesh. Right. I'm not the ass to type. I'm not the type to ask for someone's ID, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own shit. Some of it weird shit. Some of it more regular. You catch my drift, partner. Oh, I forgot to say. I call anyone who I like the look of partner, whether or not I'm doing business with them. Something tells me you'll be the good kind of partner, someone I can do business with. If you want to know anything, talk to Lloyd Kingston. If you want anything at all in this savage neighborhood, then partner, I'm your best option. Your only option. Nothing on these streets gets past me. Come and see me soon, and I'm certain we'll find things to do together. I just know. I just want to trade right now. I've come to do business. Holy frijoles, his prices are outrageous. I won't be doing business with you. A pleasure as always. Alright. I may be back, Lloyd. May. Because it's a long frickin' way up here, that's why. And I am running out of time. I only have a few minutes left on this stream. I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Out of the way, people. Famous person coming through. Trying to get home before 6. Gotta pass out at 6. So sleepy. so very sleepy. Do. Almost there. Yeah, I'll tell him that later. What does this place do? Hello, Juliet. She's looking down, and it doesn't seem like she wants to talk with me right now. Alright, fair enough. This tool seems particularly uncomfortable, as if it had been designed with the Machiavellian intention of torturing the pianist. Hello, Dana. My dear, come and give this miserable old woman a big hug. The occasion couldn't be sadder, could it? My dear Henry had to die so that I could get to know his companion from his adventures in Limbo? But even small joys are of great worth, especially when misfortune reigns. In you, my dear, I hope to find a confidant with whom I can gossip, pass the time of day in the way old women do. Forgive me, my dear, but though I'd love to, I can't stop to chat with you today. This is where Henry did it. And they haven't cleaned up his office. That's only slightly disturbing. As soon as I look at the bed, I feel no better but just have it. Go to sleep. And that shall make it a day. So, thank you for stopping by as I explored a new game. I hope you'll stop by again. Leave me comments on the video that I'll upload to YouTube about this. And give me some idea about what other games I should play. Should I go back to Stonehearth? Can you give me some good advice on how to play Stonehearth properly? What shall I do? Thursday, unless I'm just completely dead on my feet, I shall resume Season 3 of Hardcore Minecraft. Hopefully I'll be able to make some decent progress, find a place to pitch a tent, so to speak, and start building my town, or at least my house. I didn't find anything of interest as I wandered in the latter half of the stream last Thursday, but maybe I'll find something this week. And if I don't find anything, I'll just go ahead and start digging in and building something. But, again, that's Thursday. Thank you for stopping by tonight. Please follow me if you're not already on both YouTube and on Twitch. I'll leave links various places. You know where they are. And I hope you have a great evening. Take care. I'm going to raid somebody. I think it'll probably be Dr. Gluon. Yep, he is up and he is busy doing his own thing. So, we'll head on over there as soon as we can, which will be in a few seconds. Take care. See you soon. Bye.